Amazing. Hey. Welcome to SIBHQ as I just fixed the microphone. There we go. So yeah, here we go. We're live. And the topic has gone totally out of my head. So I'm going to make one up as we go along because I'm pretty good at doing that. So let's see, what can we... what can we do? What can we talk about? Shazzy says peanut butter. So I've just had peanut butter sandwiches. So yeah, you know. There we go. Peanut butter. How do you make peanut butter? You know, really simple way to make. Sorry, the microphone's misbehaving. Hi, Faye. Hi, Shazzy. So how do you make peanut butter? Really simple way. Okay, get a handful of unsalted peanuts. Not a handful. You need a bit more than that. You know the big round food processors. Hi, Lydia. Oh yeah, you do. No. This is the way to make proper peanut butter. Okay. Not the stuff you get out of jars. You don't like nuts. Well, you like me and you like Kenny and you like Shazzy. That's 3 nuts. Oh.
Okay, I'm still waiting to hear these voice issues.
So yeah. Yeah. Peanuts, you know, halved, whatever, without skins, into a food processor, blitz them up till they're like chunky. Take a handful out, stick it in a bowl. Okay, not wash it spinning, of course, because you'll end up making a mess. And then blitz that until that's really smooth. Then get 4 dates, chuck 4 dates in, lid back on, blitz it up again, and it will go to the consistency of peanut butter. You know, peanut butter. Okay. Then add the peanuts that you saved that have kind of been like cauterized. Add those in, bit more of a blitz, pop it in a jar, stick it in the fridge, job done, instant peanut butter. And that's the easy way to do it. You don't need to add sugar, you don't need to add anything unnatural. So, good evening, Mr. Green. Congratulations, Mr. Green. Mr. Green won the giveaway for the pendulum from Stabbed in the Back. So I'm just reading here. Yeah, what's all this about these chicken voices? Pray tell, because we all want to hear. Maybe you'd like to post them on Stabbed in the Back and then everyone can have a listen. Oh dear, Shadow Bean, here we go. Right, let me open this one up. Oh, hello.
She's having a little Shadow Bean.
Yeah. You know, I get all the updates from Ghost of Britain Network, okay, to say when they're live and everything else. And I've now had tonight 9 messages from different people saying that Gob are live. Well, sorry, Gob being live, but SIB are live as well. So, you know, I'd rather be on this one. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes we have to say no. Okay, Mark, I've got your address now. I will get that into the post for you tomorrow. Probably tomorrow or Monday, depending on what happens. So, yeah, you know, did the draw earlier. Had 12 people, 12 names, everything else. Oh, hello.
Chicken. Roast chicken. Chicken nuggets. Chicken drumsticks. Chicken dippers. Chicken. Seriously, if I could eat chicken, I would eat chicken. Like, chicken is amazing. Eat the fucking chicken. Do it for me. Eat the chicken that I can't eat. Because chicken doesn't like me. But I love chicken. Popcorn chicken. Southern fried chicken. Chicken.
Sorry, Faye, I forgot my speakers are on. I haven't got my headphones in. Whoops. So yes, chicken. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. You just sent them across. Well, we've got this one.
Chicken eat it.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't have my headphones in that time. I've got a set of, I've got my studio headphones here, but unfortunately they're not plugged in because I've got everything else plugged in up on top, and I can't really be bothered to pull the computer forward to do it. So yeah, that was Chicken by Faye. There we go. Sorry, Faye. There's an old saying: if you can't have a laugh, don't laugh, and if you can't laugh, tough. But we like to have a laugh, and we're all one great big happy family here. And tonight it's just about totally random things. It could be worse. I could be playing Animals' version of Bohemian Rhapsody. Shazzy's going, do it. No, because with my speakers, I'll deafen everyone. Ah, yeah. Yes. I understand people who are vegetarian. I understand people who are vegan. But on the plus side, from the side of being vegan, where you have no dairy, no meat, okay, no eggs, okay. I really struggle with this one because unless you have a whole load of supplements like tablets, that kind of thing, capsules, how do you get a proper balanced diet? It's one of those things as chefs, we can never understand how someone could be totally vegan and still have a properly balanced diet. I know that you get different, your proteins, your carbohydrates from your nuts, from, different vegetables, that kind of thing. Baked beans give you protein. Yeah, plants do have feelings, but then so do rabbits and chickens and everything we eat. How many? Okay, here's one for you. How many times do you bite your nails? Well, that's just messed up, Faye, because I like peanut butter, but I don't like Reese's Cups. I never have, and I don't understand why. I think it's because the peanut butter that they use in them is too sweet. No, you missed an eye out there, Shaz. It gives them wings. Or as my mum used to say, why does it make them whinge? So yeah, there we go. Yeah, when you bite your nails, don't forget they have feelings too. Well, it's actually your fingers have the feelings. Yeah, someone said to me the other day, said, Steve, how do your feet smell? I said, I don't know, they don't have noses. There we go. And as I posted on my Facebook wall the other day, yesterday even, a friend of mine asked me, how do you dig a hole with a teaspoon? I said, well, you do it just like a spade. So he took his shoes off and used his big toe to bury the teaspoon. Yeah, I know. So you tell them. I'll write them better. Okay, why doesn't the queen wave with this hand? Because it's mine. What, you bit your fingers or you bit your nails? My hair don't look very blue now. So I'll do that. Then I've got a nice blue scalp. So yeah. Tonight, had a message. Are you guys going live? It's like, no, but okay, yes, we will. Haven't really got anything down to talk about. Oh, someone's talking. I can't see who it is because they haven't allowed StreamYard to access
Is it the under where I have acrylics?
No, yeah.
It's Linda Duggan Mardle.
Okay. Let me just. This is really odd because I'm in Stabbed and I can't see anything. No. Oh, there I am. Right. Let's just do a. Oh, someone's talking. I can't see who it is because they haven't. There we go. Right. I'm going to send a message to Linda. That's right. I'm just copying that off there. So where are we? There she is. Right. Linda, I'm going to send you a message on Messenger. If you click on the link that comes up in it to StreamYard, it'll allow StreamYard to see your name. And then I'll be able to do things like this. So as you can see, there's Shazzy. There's Faye. And currently all I can see in the studio, it comes up like that for you, Linda. So if you allow StreamYard to access your profile, it doesn't add anything to Facebook. It just takes your picture, your profile picture. Okay, right. Seeing as you're talking about chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate? The reason I ask is because I'm going to tell you something which you probably don't know. I'm back. That was bizarre. For some unknown reason, I went into the live I was doing earlier. That was mental. That was just really bizarre. I just somehow I managed to go back into the giveaway live. That was mad. Right, I am here. Please don't run away. No, it's me. I just had a moment. Linda, you don't have to download StreamYard. You just Ellie, you don't have to download StreamYard. I'll send you the link. Okay, press enter. There we go. Ellie, click on the link and just allow StreamYard to view your Facebook profile. That's all it does. Oi, Faye, who are you calling a muppet? I know there's one behind me. Look, I'll get him.
You haven't read mine.
I haven't read yours, Shaz. I saw yours earlier. See, look. There we go. That's a muppet. So yeah. Sorry, I'm reading over the top of my glasses because I should really be putting these ones on, putting those up there, going for the old professor look. Thanks. There we go. Look, see. Yes, that's all it is. It's basically an app that you're allowing to view your Facebook. But what it does for me on the studio is it allows me to see who's on Facebook and who's on our YouTube channel, because they're both streaming at the same time. So yeah, it's something a bit different. Oh dear, excuse me, I've got dirty glasses. Never even see it on my face. Oh no, you can keep your Hershey's. Don't like Hershey's. So yes, milk, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. Which one of those is real chocolate? There we go. How's that for a question? That's it, Ellie. Because now when I click on, I can do this, and then we can see your two little doggies. See that? There's Faye. There's Shazzy. There's Linda. Cracking. See, look. Way. So yeah, there we go. Spot on. Lydia says dark. Okay. So, chocolate. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate? Which one is the real chocolate? Just something for you to think about whilst I just ponder. There we go. I know you don't do white chocolate, but right. Definitely not. Which chocolate is real chocolate? There is no such thing as white chocolate, believe it or not. Elia, I'll have to teach you how to do StreamYard. It's really quite simple. Well, probably have to ring you up and do it. So there we go. Yes, right. Two types of chocolate that really do exist are dark chocolate and milk chocolate. White chocolate has no chocolate in it at all. It's actually made from cocoa butter. So even though it comes from the chocolate seed, the cocoa seed, it doesn't actually contain chocolate. But it's got lots of other useless rubbish in it. But okay, I've got another one for you. Chocolate or carob? Which is the healthiest? Good answer, Ellie. Dark chocolate is the purest chocolate. And even these days, you can get a 96% dark chocolate, but it is so bitter. It's definitely a connoisseur's chocolate. I like anything up to about an 80% dark chocolate. And then, of course, milk chocolate is it's the nation's favourite. It's the one that's mixed with a cup and a half of a glass and a half of milk, apparently. But they're no longer allowed to say that because it's actually a bit more than that. It's the one that has all the dairy products added to it. Carob, on the other hand, is the vegetarian alternative, which is not made from chocolate. And of course, these days you can get yogurt covered stuff, caramel coated stuff, and everything else that isn't chocolate in between. So something a little bit different. Shazzy asked me a question and I can't remember what it was. What was your question, Shaz?
I didn't ask you a question.
You said something. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Yep. Dark chocolate is the only one that is truly vegan. Yep. Yep. Unless, of course, they start mixing it with weird and wacky stuff. We you know, when I say weird and wacky stuff, I don't mean wacky backy. I mean chili, vanilla, all that kind of thing. Yeah. Well, Galaxy is a blend of chocolate and cream, but it only can be one of the things when if you're working with Galaxy. It's a very interesting chocolate to work with because when you're melting it over hot water, it is one of the very few that will actually go granulated on its own. So you have to be very, very careful. So yeah, but if you want proper chocolate, you either want it from the Divine Chocolate Company or Green and Blacks. Because they only make chocolate in its purest forms. So there we go. Cadbury's put too much junk into it. Yeah, there's too much junk in that. So I'm just looking at the camera and I seem to have shrunk. There we go. There, shrunk again. This new camera, I think. Please, all seriously, it's out of focus. There we go. I'm back in focus. Oh my god! Please don't look. No. Sorry.
Your head's got a big tinge.
I know. I was going to say I've got the Gorbachev thing going. Look, it's this. No, it's this side. It's this side. Yeah, it's in the right place as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a blue Gorbachev birthmark. Ellie, the green and blacks with mint is nice as well. The dark one with mint. You don't see it very often. But again, green and blacks only use natural flavorings, whereas the likes of Cadbury's have been known to fake the flavorings. Yeah, Cadbury's I do have to be careful with. No, not last year. The year before, Shaz.
Oh yeah, I know what then.
Yeah. Yes, I couldn't. We couldn't get. We couldn't get the advent calendar this year. Everyone's favourite crisps. Now that's a big ball game, that one, because for crisps these days you got everything for the little basketballs right up to cheesy puffs, what's it things. They're all considered crisps. Scampi fries as well. You know, for some unknown reason they're called crisps. Favorite crisps as a crisp for me would be barbecue Pringles. Snack wise, everything else in that order. You know, we're quite lucky. Our corner shop does 2 big bags for £1. So we've got who's that? Someone just popped on, said hello, good evening, and I can't see who it is. Who is Hannah? Hannah Marie Wilkes. Hannah, I'm going to send you a link. If you can allow StreamYard to view your Facebook. There it is. That one. If you just click on that link and allow StreamYard to view your Facebook, I can pop you on chat, because at the moment when you're commenting, we see that. So as I'm in the studio, it's very difficult for me to see who's online. Right. Oh, Ellie, what's Ellie saying? I feel like I should eat dark chocolate, even though I can't stand it. And about a year ago, I mentioned my love for dark chocolate to one of my customers. He buys me a bar of dark chocolates every day. Hey, Ellie, I'll eat it when we come down. Oh, yes, Walker's crisp, cheese and onion. What a flavour. That's one of Shazzy's favourites. It's also one of our grandson's favourites as well. The other grandson just goes, Billy, he'll eat salt and vinegar. He's like, yeah. You know, every time he has a mouthful, he's like, and then he'll start again. So, yeah. Yes. Monster Munch is the shape of a monster, not the shape of a claw. It's an octopus with 5 legs. Because there was another one as well. What was it? Space Raiders. Some look like the letter H, and the others are O's. And somebody said to me, said, what have Ho's got to do with, or O's got to do with Space Raiders? I said, well, you know, it's like a vehicle chassis, and you put the wheels on, and then it becomes a vehicle, and that's your Space Raider. So, yeah. Oh, I love dark chocolate. There's so much more you can do with it as well. It's so versatile. If you grate some into mulled wine at Christmas, it gives it that really nice shimmery shine. You don't need a lot of it, otherwise you end up with like a dark chocolate slurry. I'd eat it or drink it, but Transformers crisps, those are the ones that look like Pringles. You shake the bag and out comes Rolls Royce. No, I don't know. I don't know what Transformer crisps look like.
Similar to Space Raiders.
Similar to Space Raiders, okay. Yes, I remember snacks.
They were good.
My favorite of all time old school crisps, tomato snaps. Now that is a crisp. Yeah, I think I need to talk to Ellie about something for when we go down to do the ghost event at the pub. I want to ask her if she'll do a dinner for the team and associates. A nice roast dinner. Yeah. When I was a kid, okay, curly whirlies were this long. I'm serious. Not this big as they are now. They were this long. They were 2.5 feet long, and they cost 18p. Like everything else, the chocolate companies got greedy. Sorry, I just read Lydia's comment. You coming? Cool. Curly whirlies? You never seen a curly whirly? Chocolate, caramel. That's all it is, really. It's caramel, basically in the shape of a wonky ladder, covered in chocolate.
No, Faith, what are they? Potato puffs.
What? Snaps? Oh, what?
No,
Potato puffs. They were like little strips of potato puffed up.
Yeah.
And they came either ready salted or barbecue. It was actually one of the very first crisps to have a barbecue flavour, but it tasted more like plastic than it did barbecue.
Faith's got your number tonight, babe.
Yeah. Why are we on the crisp subject? Because tonight, I was asked to come on. Were we doing a live? And I said no. And then I got a massive response of, why not? So it was like, okay, I'll do a live, but I haven't got anything planned. So we're just doing it totally random. Right. Oh, now you're talking, Mark. Roast chupacabra. Oh yes, you know, you know. I don't. The only trouble is, I don't think the leg would fit in the cooker at the pub.
Sorry to change the subject. Tell them what compliment we had in town today. From 2 people. Work coach.
Oh yeah, I'll get onto that in a minute. Yeah, Shazzy and I were out today, as we go out some days. We went shopping, and we were walking through Rugby, and I went, "Oh look, there's those 2." She went, "Where?" I went, "Those 2 over there." She went, "Who?" And I went, "Fingers and Osama." And she looked at me and went, "Huh?" And she went, "Oh yeah, they were our 2 work coaches at the job centre when we were having to sign on. Mine was Simon, otherwise called Fingers, and Shaz's was David, otherwise called Osama, because he's got a big Osama bin Laden beard and the hair. And he used to have really long hair. But he didn't have a moustache, which was really odd. So he just looked like Osama. So everyone just christened him Osama. Yeah, I just want to really say a big shout out to those guys, because they've helped us through so many difficult times. You know, when Shaz and I first got together, when we started signing on, doing bits and pieces, taking our sick notes because we had to for universal credit and for bits and pieces. I hope Simon doesn't mind this, but he had an accident and he's lost
his 4 fingers.
He's lost his thumb. Yeah, he's got his thumb, and he basically uses a mouse like that. That's all he's got. So yeah, was it an accident or was he born with it? I can't remember.
He didn't actually say.
No, he didn't say, so I'm not sure. I just guessed it. I'm assuming it was probably that, but yeah, I have a lot of respect for the guy because he's overcome a disability, quite a severe disability, one that I don't quite know how I would cope with that. So I'm just trying to work out what.
Lydia wants a new subject on, take that.
What?
Lydia said new subject, take that.
I photographed Take That last year, live on stage. And I got some amazing photos. And I actually got I actually had Gary Barlow comment on my photos of being, "Oh my God, where the hell were you stood?" So I told him at the cinema. We had front row seats. But you know, yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Ellie, we want to come talk to you about another place that you know about. Mark told us about it the other night, but we're not going to say it live on here because we want to book it first. We'll talk to you about it first. So yeah. So yes, David and Simon have both said they want to make us one of their rugby success stories because of what we do with Stabbed in the Back, which they're both very avid paranormal geeks. And they both support me through my jewelry making and bits and pieces. So yeah. Mark, that sounds fantastic, using the cellar for a seance, because you'll be at the lowest point to the earth. So, you know, you don't then have that hollow space beneath you like you would if you were doing it in the bar or somewhere like that. So that sounds a really, really cool idea. Lydia, don't feel bad. You know, he calls himself Fingers. So yeah, don't feel bad about it. It's perfectly fine. Right, totally random. What can we talk about? Who is your favourite Muppet character and why? You've all seen mine, or most of you have seen mine. Sorry guys, I just almost ate the microphone. Yeah, we will, Ellie, we will. So yes, who is your favourite Muppet and why? Answers and comments in chat, please. And I'm just looking for something. When I find it, I might be happy, I might not. Diddle-im. Oh, I'll find a biscuit. Oh dear, knocking everything off here. Got crystals flying left, right, and centre, and torches. No red torch, well, green torch that shines red, which is actually very. When you're on a ghost event, using a white torch will actually blind you at night. It also stops you seeing everything, because if you get an apparition, a white torch will actually cause it to flash out. Whereas if you use a red torch, like this one, okay, I know it kind of looks white, but you can see the red ring around it. If you use a red torch, it protects your night vision, and it also means that should anything materialize, you'll still see it as a white apparition. It's red. Look, I'm shining it at Lydia. Can you see it, Lydia? I'm shining it in your eyes. I haven't had any alcohol. Look at me, I'm bouncing. So yeah. Who is your favourite Muppet and why? Shaji put Miss Piggy. Lydia's is Miss Piggy because it's her twin. Mark Green, Gonzo. What? So you got a blue face with a hook nose, have you, Mark? Cool. Mine is this guy, Animal, because he thrives in a world of chaos. And for me, and the history of my life has been so chaotic that this guy, this guy, he's a bit of a headbanger. Smashes everything up, been there, done that. But at the end of the day, thriving in chaos sometimes is better than thriving in normality because it's safer. Also slightly saner as well, isn't it? See, he agrees. Total Muppet. So, yes, we the other one you can use is also a green light at night. If you're outdoors, a green light's actually really good. But you can use what they call a dark blue hue light, which actually projects a dark blue light onto the ground. But don't walk around with a black light because you just won't see anything until you come across something white and then it flashes purple. It's fantastic. Right, we've done crisps, we've done Muppets, we were talking about chocolate. What's your favourite chocolate biscuit, shall we say? Okay, not chocolate bar. What's your favourite chocolate biscuit? I like these. Oh, wrong way around. Wagon wheels. The original wagon wheels, not the one which we were jamming, these ones. Joanne?
No. She's been up nearly all last night. She's fallen asleep.
Okay. Joanne has?
JJ.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Duh. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. JJ, bless her, is absolutely exhausted after a car breakdown and everything else. Garibaldi. Yep. Now we're going old. That's not really a chocolate biscuit, though, but we'll let it in there. Yeah, Garibaldi. That beautiful biscuit that's full of dead spiders. Pet Shop Boys. What biscuit is that? No, we're doing biscuits, Lydia. Viscounts. Now, Faye, the green one, The orange one, the purple one, or the gold one? Excuse me. We'll do music in a minute because it's going to get confusing. And when it gets confusing, I get confused and then I lose my head.
That's not far.
I've just found the key ring that was for the giveaway that I sent last week
I knew you would.
because I couldn't find it when I went to send it. Now I've just found it, but the person in question, Jay Streetfield, got another better key ring instead, the green minty one. Cool. Yep. Mark Green. It's got to be green, hasn't it, Mark? Because these days you don't see the orange ones very often. The gold ones are just pure milk chocolate. And if you can remember the blue one, can anyone remember what the blue Viscount was? Now there's a challenge. What do you think the blue one was? Don't yell it, everyone will hear you. Shazzy's got it. The blue ones were coffee flavoured. You know, mint ones are green, orange ones are orange, coffee was blue. Because they decided that they couldn't use a brown foil because people might take it the wrong way. Which is why these days you very rarely see chocolates in brown foil. You'll see them in gold foil. And then it went later on. You don't see them very often though, Faye. Same as the orange ones. It's like Jacob's Club. Used to have about 15 or 16 different varieties of flavours. Now you get fruit and nut, plain, mint or orange. All the others have vanished. Caramac, definitely a yes. I'll give you 4 stars for that one straight away. You got 4 yeses. On you go. You're on. You know, golden buzzer in the final. There we go. Yeah. You know why, don't you, Faye? It's because the modern equivalent is to eat glitter. So they just used to eat the foil because it did exactly the same thing. You probably saw the lovely posts that were going around Facebook over Christmas. You know, another one, the Drifter Bar. It started life actually as a bar, a bit like a penguin. Then it became a 2-finger snack, chocolate bar. Oh yes, I've seen those. They look fantastic. You know, what else is there? There's so many different biscuits these days. We had what were they? Were they Asda or Tesco's own Mars bar things? Tesco's, weren't they?
Tesco's ones.
The Tesco Mars bars. They're fun bars. They're only about so big, but they've got a better flavour than the original Mars bar. Texan. Favourite chocolate bar, Star Bar. Nuts and nougat with chocolate, but it also used to have bits of cherry in it and mixed fruit. But these days they're boring and they've just reverted back to peanuts, caramel and chocolate. Oh, and wafer. Yep. Dime bar or Dame, as they call it now. Let me think. Finger of fudge. Milky Way. Milky Way. The bar you can eat between meals without ruining your supper. Well, actually, it did because it filled you up. Jaffa cakes. Oh, age-old question. Jaffa cake. Is it a cake or a biscuit? Is it a cake or a biscuit? Because the original ones, the sponge was made so it was really hard, and it had the jam, the orange jam, apricot jam, and the chocolate on top to try and soften it. Right, Yorkie bar. Not for girls. That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we could go on forever like this. Chocolate bars. Okay, how about fizzy drinks? What fizzy drinks do you remember from your childhood? You know, greatest advert of all was Iron Brew, made in Scotland from girders, because that was why it was orange and tasted of rust. You know, you get away with anything in the 60s, 70s, 80s, early 90s, and then suddenly it all started changing. Now just take the chocolate away and just have the popping candy. You know, Starbang.
What I'm about to post about Iron Brew, don't take seriously. I'm thinking of the advert.
Iron brush because I used to be a man.
Brew.
It says iron brush. Cresta. Oh, those are the days, Mark. You know, Cresta did everything, didn't they? As did Bar. Dandelion and Burdock. American cream soda, which was basically lemonade with loads of sugar and cream of tartar. Oh yeah, Tango. The Slappy Man. Yeah. Banned all those adverts because people started taking them too seriously and putting their mates in hospital. Just depends what you hit them with, really, doesn't it? No, you don't, Shaz. You drink tea, coffee.
I was answering Hannah, energy drinks.
Oh, energy drinks.
I only drink Lucozade. I don't drink other energy drinks.
Lucozade technically isn't an energy drink.
I know it's not.
I used to be in the army with a lad, and one day he decided that he was going to take a bet, and we were up in Yorkshire doing some training at Catterick, and he walked into the bar and he said, "Look," he says, "I've got a dare on to drink 38 cans of Red Bull." The barman just laughed at him and said, "You'll kill yourself." After 18 cans, he fell over. He wasn't drunk. He was almost dead because of the speed his heart was pumping, and the fact that he was sweating so much, his body couldn't hold on to any of the fluid. It is very, very dangerous. But also, you know, a lot of these energy drinks contain something called taurine. And if you don't know what taurine is, I'll tell you, it's the spit of a bull. You know, it's that phlegm. It's a bull's phlegm. So, you know, really think about it next time you're downing your Red Bull vodka or whatever you're having. Babycham, you know, absolutely fantastic. And it's cheap, you know, always has been. It's always been the nice cheapy alternative. Yep. Jack Daniels, yes. We bought a bottle of peach schnapps. No, peach schnapps from B&M. It's less than a £5, but it's better than Archer's. It's there's a lot more fruit in it. Yeah, Shazzy's been told she's got to keep drinking vodka because of her blood sugar. No. Yep. You know, when I was doing a lot of 4x4 photography, a lot of our events were sponsored by Red Bull, and it was literally a case of you could walk away with armfuls of Lincoln cans. And one day I did. But this was before I really knew what Red Bull did. It was in the early days. and I didn't really have a taste for it. But you know, it was just nice. I went home with 76 cans of Red Bull. It took me about a year to drink them, but yeah, they were good. It was good fun. At the end of the day, Lucozade is made out of glucose, liquid glucose. So, Hannah Marie Wilkes. To be honest, I only drink cola and no longer like vodka these days. When I do, I have a cheeky drink. A cheeky drink? You have a cheeky drink. It's Jack Daniels, Malibu, or Baileys. What's that? All in one glass?
And with Coke.
With Coke? That would make your Baileys curdle. Coconut and Coke. Pernod. That was the old school. That's an old school drink. You don't see that very often. Aniseed. Bright yellow when it's poured out. Absolutely fantastic. Yep. Yep. Hannah, there is something called. I'm diabetic, so something I've used before. Not only have you got like the glucose tabs, glucose gels, but now there's actually something called glucose juice. It's in a little bottle. It's about that big, and it's one dose. It costs about 99p, and it's pure liquid glucose. If when a diabetic gets to that point where they can no longer swallow, the gel's useless because you can't get it down into the system. The glucose juice goes straight in, straight down, straight into the stomach and works straight away. So that's a good one. You might as well, Faye, you might as well just get a cup of coffee, squeeze an orange in, add a shot of vodka, and same thing. Well, no, it's not, but that's actually something else. Yeah, Shaddy's hair's gone really purple, whereas mine's just, it's not really that blue. We used a different dye today, and even my beard's got a slight blue tinge, or is that just my chin? I can't.
It's beard, I missed your chin.
Yeah, it's my beard's got a blue line through it. So
my hair is quite bright now.
Yeah. So, you know, glucose tabs these days, they used to just come in one flavor, and that was plain boring. Now you can get them in 5 or 6 different flavors.
Plain boring.
Do it, my shoes off. It just reminded me of, you know, yeah, Man's Brown Ale. Mark, here's one you might remember. Barley Brew. Food Dye Faye. No. Don't know. Shazzy did it. Comes in a box in a tube with a tube in a box. Last time she did it, yeah, we did it. It was one of these ones that you mix 2 together, and my hair went very blue. It was fantastic. This time we just used single. You know, it's like a paste. So yeah. Yeah, Hannah, I have injections first thing in the morning, lunchtime, last thing at night. Oh, sorry, with my evening meal. And then sometimes I do need to take one just before I go to bed as well. So I totally understand all of that. I will find the information for you now. Oh, he says, I've just clicked off wrong button. Yeah, I will find the... Yeah, Hannah, I have injections first thing in the morning, lunchtime, last thing at night. See, look, you get me in there. Stereo, not stereophonics, but stereo. There it is. Right, and where's Hannah? There she is. I've sent you a link, Hannah, that takes you to the Diabetic UK website, and on there it's got products and tells you all about GlucoJuice. It's very, very easy to use. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it's, where are we? It's called Berry Burst, GlucoJuice Berry Burst. So it's mixed berries flavor, 60 milliliters, contains 15 grams of fast acting carbohydrate. That carbohydrate is your glucose. Yeah, my hair's a lot longer than it was, you know. I've actually got a, oh crikey, I've actually got a comb over, look. Oh look, my bald spot's gone. Oh, it says here $1.59 a bottle, but they are useful to carry either in a handbag or, you know, I need to get some more to leave one in the car. Our grandson's got a hold of one, and you know, one day they had half a Gluco-Tab each, and we couldn't work out why they were trying to climb up the ceiling. And then they discovered the GlucoJuice. And they managed to open it, and I think one of them had half of it because he was sat in the car going, "Whee!" And it's like, yeah, okay, I know what you've done. So yeah, it's something a little bit different. You might, a lot of you might remember the Lucozade capsules or the dextrose. For diabetics, they're useless because they don't have enough glucose in them. You could eat the entire packet and you'll only get about a 5-gram hit of glucose. Whereas, the Gluco-Tabs, which come either in a tube that's so big, or I've got one somewhere. I've got some. Where are they? No, they're there. I'm just looking for some. Yep. Well, they come in tubs of 50 like this. These ones are Blueberry Burst. You know, I'll open it up, I'll show you. That's what they look like. When you're diabetic and you've had a hypo, 2 of these as a minimum, chewed and swallowed, your blood sugars go from like mine do, go from about 0.1 or 0.3 right up to about 7 in 10 seconds. That's how good they are. Yep. Faye, when I was at secondary school, I decided I wasn't going to have my hair cut, and I grew my hair long, and my hair used to come down to just above my waist. Then when I was 16, I stood at a bus stop, and a mate went past with his brother in their car, top down, music blaring, and his brother wolf whistled, and then I turned round and all I heard was, "Oh my God, it's Steve." So yeah, there we go. All right, Mark, we'll see you soon. Yeah, I'll get that in the post to you. Congratulations again, Hannah. Yeah. Just had a keyword alert.
Yeah. Faye said ass.
Oh, yeah.
So Facebook let me know.
Yeah. Do you like rock music? Alexa, play rock music.
Sure. Here's a station for you, 70s rock, on Amazon Music.
There we go. Alexa, off.
What the hell?
Alexa's just turned the telly on. Wow, that was different. So yeah, Alexa just turned our telly on. Yeah. Yes, Faye's very good at setting off our keyword alerts. She had one the other day. It was poo.
Now she's had ass.
Yeah.
But technically, ass is a donkey.
It depends how you spell it. But the AWS is actually according to Facebook, a swear word. It's got
Yes.
nothing to do with it. A rocker, me, no. I have a very eclectic.
Oh my
Excuse me, Lydia. If you're going to ask that, I'm going to do this. See, and now nobody can hear me because I've disconnected the microphone. Telly started again, Shaz.
Girls, leave the telly alone.
We think it might actually be Catherine and Jean that are switching our television on because they have started to bounce around in the lounge because we're not there. We're in here and they're trying to work out what's
They're
going on.
causing mischief, the little buggers.
Yes, we have. Alexa, not even going to go there. Lydia put that up one day. I didn't know what it did. So I got Alexa sat next to me on my at my desk, and I went, da 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 da, what is 100, 100, 100 in Welsh? Yeah.
Everybody heard it.
Everybody heard Alexa swear on Facebook. And I went bright red and almost fell off my chair.
They've done it again.
Just switch it off, Shaz.
You buggers.
So yeah. What, your 4-year-old niece says donkey? Cool. I like that. No. I asked a question on Alexa a couple of weeks ago, and Joanne's Alexa answered. And then I asked another question, and somebody else's Alexa answered. And so yeah, I'm pretty good at getting. Hang on. I've got Alexa on my computer, so I've just switched Alexa off because every time I say her name, she goes doom, doom, doom. So yeah, one of my favorites is was it Alexa? What is 100, 1,000, 100, 1,000
The
in
adjective
Welsh?
one is usually defined as being or amounting to a single unit or individual or entire thing, item, or object rather than two or more. A thing.
I can't remember.
She's a cow. See? Yeah. Alexa. Alexa. What is 100, 1,000, 100, 1,000, 100,
Sorry,
1?
can you repeat?
Alexa. Alexa. What is 100, 1,000, 100, 1,000 in Welsh?
100, 1,000, 100, 1,000. In Welsh is cant ac un fil cant ac un fil.
Oh dear. Alexa, what is 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 in Welsh?
100, 1,000, 1,000,000. In Welsh is cant ac un biliwn ac un filiwn.
Alexa, what is 1,100,000 in Welsh?
1,100,000. In Welsh is un filiwn a chant.
There you go. So basically it says Ian Beale is one of those. So yeah. You know, you can have a lot of fun with this little box or gadget or whatever. I've got it on my phone as well, which doesn't really help. So, right, I'm just going to see if she will shut down. No, yes. So yeah. No. Done that one before. Yes. There was one that you could ask, and it goes something. Oh, I can't remember. It's gone out of my head. Oh yes, Alexa, fart. No.
Do a cheek wobbling fart.
Some people on Alexa, they do find it rather hilarious. So, right. On that energizing note, we're going to don't know, Alexa's just crashed. Sorry, it's me. We're going to shoot off now. We've had a bit of fun, and I hope for an hour we've been able to give you some entertainment. We are 96% away this weekend, we think. We're just waiting for confirmation. So yeah, we'll speak to you soon. So yep, have fun. Don't have nightmares, and if you do, just laugh at them, because there's nothing to be afraid of. Fear at the end of the day is only an emotion, and if you can control your emotions, you won't get scared. So yeah, that's cool. All right, so we'll see you soon, and take care. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, good night from me, and it's good night from Shazzy over there. Shaz? No? She's not saying good night. Definitely leaving a toe behind.